Hello, everybody. I go by Skwynts, and that's Skwynts. I'll tell you a little background about myself. I have been a hip-hop artist for roughly 20 years on and off, and I have opened up shows for Tech Nine, Snoop Dogg, Wale, Jelly Roll. But anyways, I want to talk about something that really is dear to me, and a lot of people have a lot of problems with it, is being an artist nowadays. You have to do everything yourself. You have to be a videographer. You have to be your hype person. You have to write the songs. You have to find the producer. You might even produce it. You might have to do everything yourself. And that's a real struggle for a lot of people, and that's why a lot of people give up. And now with the way that the algorithm is, nobody knows really how the algorithm works. So with that being said, you're just kind of throwing stuff out there, and you really need to come up with a plan. Well, this right here, I want to tell you guys exactly what my plan is for everything, and I'm going to take you through the process of everything. I literally just spent the last, I think, 35 days promoting No Favors. And I'm open up for Locksmith with the love of my life. She goes by Mandy, and she's been putting out music, and she is an amazing artist. Just phenomenal. She blows me away and makes me a better artist. You'll be seeing a ton of her. This is going to be my first YouTube podcast part of it, and I might even set up a podcast if this goes well. If you have comments and questions, please drop them down below. If you have any questions, I'll try to help everybody, and I will personally comment back to you. Whether you're the first comment or the 10,000th comment, I will get to you, I promise. That's how relentless I am at this. But as far as things go, if you hit that subscribe button, if you follow me, if you do all of the things, then I'm very accessible. Just message me. I'm about 35 days in, I believe, on promotion for No Favors. No Favors is a song that I wrote about because I'm sick and tired of people just always asking me for stuff and never doing anything. This next song is called Driveway. In Driveway, I'm not going to get into it too much, but it's about mental health for men and how there's a stigma around us and how we can't really show our emotion, have the highest suicide rate out there. And here's the thing, is that there needs to be awareness, and we all go through it. I literally just went through some of the hardest things in my life. Not even 2 years ago, I was in the hospital and almost died. I'm now 9 years sober. On top of that, my grandmother, she had dementia, and I had been helping take care of her with my father and my girlfriend, and the help of my sisters. My sisters have helped too. But my grandmother was living with me. I was living with her. We were taking care of her. She had dementia. She was bedridden. You'll hear a lot about that in my songs. I'll tell you exactly what I'm going through in my music. She was actively dying for a very long time. She didn't remember anything. She was 94 years old. Forgive me, grandmother, if I was wrong on that. But at the end of it, she started having strokes, and she was walking and taking care of herself for the most part, and then she had a stroke, went into the hospital on my 2 years ago, on my birthday actually, and so I spent my birthday in the hospital with her. As far as that goes, you'll hear a lot about the pain and emotion and stuff in my upcoming songs of going through that, because that's a real hard thing. And it's one of those things where the economy that we live in right now, it's not easy. It was, I think, when we had her in a home throughout that, it was $362 a day for just the care that she needed, and she didn't need a ton of care. But anyways, she had a stroke. She started, she lost her ability to walk and get around and do things, and so I helped her get back to getting herself up and walking again. Then she had a couple more strokes, and unfortunately at that point she quit. She passed away, and she went about 2 months without eating. But anyways, as far as what I'm doing right now, I'm going to be putting a lot of promotion into short form content. And I think short form content right now is the only way to really get out there without paying for advertisements. And so today I made myself a list. It's pretty ridiculous, but I wrote down what I'm going to do for my next drop. I'll give you a few ideas. So for driveway, I talk about how my grandma just passed, and I'm going to do, some short form videos about, like, for example, boxes of stuff that are still in the house of hers that need to get rid of. I'm going to focus on the relatable parts. I'm also going to, focus on the intro, because the intro is very, very powerful to the song. I even have it wrote down to the timings that I want. I'm going to get into, explaining the song. I might even do an interview with the producer. Shout out to my producer, Gibby Stites. If you're not following him, you need to follow him. He is my producer and my engineer. Unfortunately, I can't do it all. I record myself, and I record myself up there. You'll be able to hear it. We are currently in my studio. But with that being said, I'm going to even reach out to, like, for example, some suicide awareness groups and things like that, see if maybe they want to collaborate with this. Another thing that I found that is really, really easy is if you're not doing like TikTok, which TikTok doesn't have to be all the dancing things. I know you have to be an entertainer and such to get into the algorithm sometimes, but one thing that you can focus on with Instagram is photo carousels. So we'll be doing a lot of photo carousels. I shoot my own photos, Mandy shoots some of my photos, and then I edit them, and we're going to do a lot more photos, and I'm going to talk about captions and things on my screen. But anyways, and I love y'all. I hope y'all are going to tune back in. Hit that subscribe, hit some comments, some likes, some shares. I love y'all. Stay blessed.